Hey Commanders fans, get ready, because today we have exclusive news about our team, and you can't miss a single detail. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive everything firsthand, and of course, leave a like to strengthen our support and show that there are only true fans here. Our commitment is to always bring you the latest updates, news, and everything that goes on behind the scenes at Commanders. So, without further ado, let's check out today's news. Commanders' most controversial signing should rewrite the narrative in 2025. Javon Kinlaw is determined to silence his doubters. The Washington Commanders' biggest off-season priority quickly became apparent. Adam Peters wanted to shore up the trenches on both sides of the field. That's how he believes Dan Quinn's team can keep pace with the newly crowned Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles going forward. Trading for five-time Pro Bowl left tackle Laramie Tunsil and selecting Josh Connerly Jr. with the 29th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft were widely praised. Giving defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw a lucrative deal in free agency was not as well received. Kinlaw's three-year, $45 million contract with $30 million guaranteed was quickly met with harsh criticism. Most analysts felt the Commanders paid an exorbitant amount to secure his services. The fact that Pro Bowl veteran Jonathan Allen was released only adds to the pressure. Javon Kinlaw is being touted as the new leader of the Commanders' defensive renaissance. Confidence is high on the WAM team. Peters knows Kinlaw well from their time together on the San Francisco 49ers. Most disagree, but the front office leader is convinced that his physical presence and run-stopping ability will complement what Darren Payne and Johnny Newton have to offer. That was a sentiment shared by Douglas Fritz of Clutch Points. The analyst singled out Kinlaw as a hidden gem who could make a big difference for the Commanders in 2025. He also believes Washington's trio of defensive tackles have the potential to be a surprise when the season begins. Commanders' general manager, Adam Peters, has taken a lot of flack for the contract the organization gave Javon Kinlaw. The 49ers selected him with the 14th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. But Kinlaw hasn't lived up to expectations. Kinlaw's presence in the middle of the defense, combined with Darren Payne and Jer'Zhan Newton, gives the Commanders an underrated interior that could be the team's surprise unit. Douglas Fritz Peters has earned the trust of fans after completely transforming the Commanders. Kinlaw's arrival may not have been well received, but no one will complain if the South Carolina graduate exceeds expectations. NFL source pegs Commanders for bold move that could change everything. The Washington Commanders appear satisfied with their running backs right now. That won't stop General Manager Adam Peters from adjusting the available options if he decides more are needed. Fans have been clamoring for a big-name addition to the backfield this offseason. Peters had a different take, maintaining confidence in those who made the roster last season and investing a seventh-round pick in the intriguing Jackery Kroski Merritt. It's a supreme vote of confidence in players like Brian Robinson Jr., Austin Eckler, and Jeremy McNichols. Chris Rodriguez Jr. also re-signed, but his chances of making the roster are slim unless the former Kentucky star makes a monumental leap. It's a fluid situation that could change at any moment if Peters sees fit. And one prominent NFL source believes the Commanders could be a potential landing spot for one of the biggest names remaining on the running back market. NFL source points to Commanders as potential landing spot for Nick Chubb. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler pointed to the Commanders as a team that makes sense for Nick Chubb. The highly productive veteran, who has dealt with serious injury issues in recent years, is looking for another opportunity somewhere. Still, the source acknowledged that he may have to wait until training camp to find a new home. I know Nick Chubb, is hoping to play. The running back market is tough. A lot of these guys are waiting, I think probably until training camp at this point. I don't expect Chubb to be back with the Browns unless there's some surprise or injury. There are a few teams out there that could be in the market for one. You know, the Commanders or the Bears come to mind. They could be looking for an extra running back at some point. Right now, he's in that mode where you just look at the scenario, see what happens, and keep training to play next year. It would be a bold move. Chubb was once among the best in the league, and from the videos he posts on social media, he appears to be in great shape to keep his name in the spotlight. But after playing just 10 games over the past 2 seasons, the injury warning signs are obvious. A lot will depend on what kind of contract Chubb seeks. It won't be anything like the max value he received in a contract extension with the Cleveland Browns. Trade proposal brings $44 million first-round pick to Commanders. The Washington Commanders got an unexpected surprise in 2024 when tight end Zach Ertz showed up and played. Ertz not only recaptured the form that led him to be a 3-time Pro Bowler with the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2010s, but he also finished second on the team in receptions, with 66 catches for 654 yards and 7 touchdowns. Ertz played on a 1-year, $3 million contract in 2024. He was rewarded for his breakout season with a 1-year, $625 million contract in 2025. While Ertz is the answer at tight end right now, he probably isn't the answer for the future. And if he doesn't stick in 2025, no one on the Commanders should be surprised. Ertz turns 35 in November and has a history of injury issues. That's a big reason why Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox thinks the Commanders should try to trade for Atlanta Falcons tight end and former first-round pick Kyle Pitts, who appears to be on the trading block as the Falcons continue a major rebuild in 2025. In Knox's proposed trade, the Commanders receive Pitts in exchange for a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 seventh-round pick. Ertz, who turns 35 in November, is not a long-term option for the Commanders, Knox wrote on May 30th. Pitts could be, and even if Ben Sinnott starts to play up to his draft status, having 2 potent tight ends would be valuable. Offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury could have a lot of fun setting up unbalanced plays with Pitts, Sinnott, Terry McLaurin, and Deebo Samuel in the passing game. Trading for Pitts would also solve the Commanders' WR3 problem. The Ertz-Pitts duo would be a potent second option, as would Samuel, and both are definitely better than the receiver group currently behind McLaurin and Samuel. Pitts has 1 season remaining on his 4-year, $32.9 million rookie contract. After the Falcons picked up his $10.8 million 5th-year option for 2025, the Commanders have approximately $21 million in cap space remaining. Pitts and Falcons made history in the 2021 NFL Draft. Pitts made history in the 2021 NFL Draft when the Falcons selected him with the 4th overall pick out of the University of Florida. It's the highest pick a tight end has ever received in NFL history. Pitts, at 6'4" and 245 pounds, was a 2-time All-SEC selection and won the 2020 John Mackey Award at the University of Florida, where he scored 18 touchdowns over 3 seasons in 32 career games. He ran a 4.40-second 40-yard dash at his pro day, further cementing his record-setting draft position.